Today I'm going to replace a towel bar. I already took the old one off the wall. My customer bought one that's pretty much the same size. I think it's almost exact. We're going to try to hit some studs with the mounting screws. The one thing that always used to trip me up is these little screw there. The old style here, they both have this screw. It's hard to see. See, I couldn't get them out. You can see the screws still in there. I had to just kind of yank it out. But these ones have a nice little Allen, which again, it's not focusing in on very well. But there's a little Allen in there. So those should be, that's focused. There you go. There's a nice focused one. So we backed out the Allens, and then we're going to take the level and draw a line across the wall with the level. Mark the center points like this, and then we'll stick these right in there on the center points, and then put 2 screws in. I'm not too fond of these types of sheetrock hangers. I'm going to use a different kind. These are the ones that came with it. So the first thing I'm going to do here is just get it perfectly level. Now, there was already a towel bar here before, so it should be pretty close, but I just want to make sure. So a mistake that I often see people do is they don't look straight at the bubble. So right now the camera angle is looking like this, so you won't be able to tell. But I've got my eyeballs, my nose straight at the bubble, or if I close one eye, I put that eye straight at the bubble. People assume that they can see it without being straight on, and you can't. You have to have your eyeballs straight on in order to see it. And I'm just going to make a little tick right in between these 2 existing holes. That. Now I'm going to measure from the center of each Allen key. I'm going to burn an inch. This is a construction term when you want to get a more accurate measurement. Actually, yes, I think I can do that. But I burn an inch, so I put the center. Maybe I can hold this up. Put the center of the 1 on the Allen, and then this is 18 5/8 to the center of from center of Allen key to center of Allen key. Okay, so this is a common mistake. I burned an inch, so I need to subtract that inch back out. So it's 17 5/8. So there's a stud right there and right there. You hear the difference? Hear the thud? Hear how hollow that is? That's more solid. So there should be 16 inches. Studs should be 16 on center, meaning the center of each stud should be 16 inches apart. So that would take it from somewhere like there to there. So I'm just going to guess that the center of the stud is right there, and then I'm going to measure from here over 16, and that'll put the center of the stud right here. So let's see what we get. About what I get. I get the center of the stud about right there. So let's see what we got here. We got 16, so that's not quite 16. So This is probably more like the edge of my stud. So it starts to thud right there. Thud, 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 thud. That could even be two. You know, another clue that there's a stud right here is this handlebar with two screws that are sort of heavily done in there. So I'm going to guess that my stud goes all the way over here. It almost feels like I have two, I could even have two studs right there. So back to this one. That's clearly nothing behind it. There's our stud. There's nothing there. There's our stud. So it does feel like that's about it. Let's try it again. So I didn't bring a stud finder today, so we're just going to go with this method. And we're going to cue off of this hole here. Okay, so one of our holes lines up perfectly with an existing hole here. So if any of you manufacturing people are watching, please stop giving us Phillips head screws with your stuff. They suck. So I'm going to swap out the Phillips head screws, and I'm going to use just some little deck screws. So I'm not even going to worry about so that went right on the side of the stud. So we might have to do a different one on that one. A little bit off. It's the problem with using existing holes. It can mess you up. So I'm going to have to do a new level off of my there we go. So that's nice and solid. I'm not worried about that going anywhere. And let's get a new level here. Just a hair lower. Yeah, that's alright. Right, we're just going right into the old holes. Okay. And then so we've got an angle slot that way, which I can adjust on the old hole, and then one to adjust up. So we'll go see if we can, yeah, maybe we can use this one. These, neither of them are going to quite work, actually. Well, this one might work. Just on the inside edge. So this is just straight sheetrock, so I'm going to put a molly in here. And I'll use the kind that I like. This is the kind of drywall toggle anchor that I like. I guess this is Easy Anchor brand. If you guys are watching Easy Anchor, you can give me some money. So here's the thing, and when you just stick your screw head in here, and then screw it in, and then when you screw it in and start to tighten it back, well, so first you screw this into the wall, then you screw this into it, and when you screw this into it, it'll flip out this little metal pin, and then that metal pin will hold it in. But I like the ease of install on these. They're super cool. I'm just going to set the anchor. This is a number 3 Phillips head. Fits right in this tip here. I'm going to set it right there. It's going to self-drill itself in there. And then the last little bit, it'll just, well, bend it. There you go. So super simple, super cool. And they don't come out. They really work well. So now I've got this thing, and I'm going to stick it on. Again, manufacturers, stop making these Phillips head. Give us some star drives or square drives. Hopefully manufacturers will start watching YouTube videos of people who use their products. So you see, you stick it on there, stick my screw on there, and then now I have to go get a standard Phillips head to drive this thing in. If you don't have one of these adjustable screwdrivers, they're the bomb. So not only can you get most of your different tips that you need, but then if you want to use them in your impact driver, they have the impact shank on there, and you stick them on your impact driver, and then you can use them to drive stuff in fast. So now let's take it out and lock this thing in place. Pretty badass. It's a little high. The height is what it went into the old hole, so it's just a hair high. Hopefully this is going to work. Okay, let's stick the level on here and see what the level says. The level says no good. Level says we're 1/8 off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin it around so I can set it down on that one. That's the cool thing about these mollies too, is you can take them out and they can still. There we go. There's our level. And lock it up. Where do you want it to be? Right there. Maybe I gotta put this other one in. No, I can lock this one in first. I think we're gonna have to switch to a hand screwdriver. Not quite enough finesse with the impact driver. It always kind of blows me away when it takes something super simple like installing a shower, a towel bar. There can be layers to it that, if you want to make it look good, make it more complex. Get that last little bit. So this thing has a neat little ratcheting function. Like that. Okay. That's it for that. Not 100% sure, but I think it is. It's the old hole that was already there. No. There it is. Let that go. Angle's fine. Probably even make it stronger. Okay. Did we make it? Did it work? Woohoo! Look at that. Now, got our little Allen key. Oh boy. And then tighten these little boogers up. Well, there you go. I'll tighten it up later. I need to. Oh no, that's gonna work great. Move it around. I'm gonna pre-tighten this down a little bit, so a little easier. It's always a good habit to get into. Try to set your screws. Do things as far as you can before you do your final install. Always harder to finish things off when they're in the final position. Okay, maybe we can do a pull-up on that. Not that strong, but it's gonna never. The towel's never gonna mess it up. Okay, I hope that was helpful. Please subscribe. Watch more videos. Don't skip the commercials. That's how we stay in business. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And have a wonderful day.